Alrighty, time for the pre-stream. Everything looks like it's doing good. Let me make sure that everything's gonna be running nominally for the actual stream. So sit tight. Good thing I have the I have that little timer, that little countdown now. So now you'll know when the stream is actually going to begin. It begins in less than 5 minutes. Very convenient, and also it should prove helpful to people who watch this archived, because then they'll know what to skip if they don't just want to hear me chatting over over pretty much a temporary background video image. So that's pretty helpful. Alright, let's see how many people are watching. Apparently, according to YouTube's metrics, 1 person is watching. Hopefully that'll update soon. But if 1 person watches during this whole stream, I'll have mixed feelings because, you know, only 1 person showed up. But alternatively, that also means I don't have to prove myself as much. So it's a back and forth. It's like goes both ways. Okay, it updated. 63 people are watching during the pre-stream. Greetings to you all, pre-streamers. I'll have an official greetings once I switch over to the car in 3.5 minutes, but I guess I'll just say hello to you guys. So, I guess I should sort of fill in the time right now. I'm not going to address any questions. I'm going to try not to right now. I'll address any questions. We're going to have plenty of time to address questions during this fucking movie. So I'm just going to say that I pre-ordered, I didn't get it yet, I pre-ordered the new Friday the 13th Deluxe box set from Scream Factory, and I'm pretty stoked about that. It looks pretty cool. And I'm mostly getting it just out of also regret for not getting the Halloween box set that they did. I really wish I did get that set. I'm probably not alone in that. I'm definitely probably not alone in that. It's like available, I think, used on Amazon, that Halloween set, for like nearly $1,000. So I missed out on it. I really missed out on it. I really missed out on it, and I wish I got that Halloween set. So I'm just going to settle for that Friday the 13th set. But honestly, there's always a chance, once Halloween Ends comes out, Scream Factory will do another release of all the Halloween movies, like all 13. And it'll be so ironic that the Halloween series has gotten to 13 movies first. Oh boy, that's so sad. That's so sad. I'm assuming Jason Owens' yikes is towards the Halloween box set being nearly $1,000 used. Yeah, it's a total collector's item now. I really wish I got it. Oh God, it's one of my many regrets, I think. Definitely one of my many regrets. Alright, now the stream will be beginning in less than 2 minutes, so sit tight. I would suggest getting some refreshment from the snack bar. I think Goulash is running it. Plenty of Fresca, some, you know, semi-stale popcorn, you know, you just definitely would appreciate your patronage at the snack bar, though. Jesse Grillo says Doc needs to get the fuck out of Florida. Well, I would appreciate it. I'm gonna need to make some more money off this YouTube channel if that's gonna ever happen, but, man. I would appreciate being able to get the fuck out of here. That's for sure, but it's a ways off, I still think. Unfortunately. Matthew Morrison says, this is way better than going to movie theaters. I agree, especially since you won't, you know, be another statistic if you go to the die-in theater. I mean, despite being called die-in, having die in the name, this is a whole lot more safer. So, especially since it's streamed over the internet. If you were physically here, you would probably actually die. So it's a good thing that this is being streamed to your home. But hopefully drive-ins return, and thank you for the super chat, Fabian Soto. Popcorn and a drink, he says. Well, I guess I'll have to, email you, your popcorn and soda, or I'll FedEx you the popcorn and soda. It'll probably be stale by then, but I'll get it to you somehow, I think. Alrighty. Okay, countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And, yeah, let's get started. Greetings, I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and I got a really nice super chat from Jesse Grillo to Docs Get the Fuck Out of Florida Fun. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Die-In Theater, my little home away from home for movie viewing. I still need to come up with an actual better slogan. I need to, like, workshop it. I need to write it out, but for now, that's the slogan of the Die-In Theater streams. I really wish I didn't just make that up, like, on the fly. And also, thank you as well, Rebel D. Really appreciate it. Now, before I get to the film itself that we will be streaming, just want to give a little, you know, just a little plug to my bonus movie stream on Sunday. I'm going to be streaming Terror Vision with my honorary/true Wolfulite supporters on Patreon and my channel memberships, so check that out if you're interested. Pledge to the channel and you'll get a little bonus stream, and it'll be a little private one that's nice and cozy. Just me and you and just like a few other dozen people, so it'll be nice and modest. And now I gotta get to the actual movie. Goulash is giving me the wrap it up sign to get to the movie. Okay, I'll get to it. Alright, it's been a while since I've done this, so okay, yeah, that's how we get to that movie poster. We're gonna be streaming Wes Craven's Chiller, which is probably one of his least known movies. It's, I think, the only one in the public domain. I think this movie might not be in the public domain. I think it's just sort of nobody gives a shit about it. But it's a made-for-TV movie, and it's about a businessman who is revived from a cryogenic chamber after 10 years. But he finds he does not have a soul. Oh God. Now, just so you know, this was directed by Wes Craven after Nightmare on Elm Street. But he didn't write this. I think he was just a hired gun, pretty much. I think this was still during a weird phase where he wasn't quite as well-known and famous. But enough gabbing. Let's start the movie already, Goulash. Let's turn off the background music and turn off the actual film. And you know the film is starting because it has that old-school movie video audio to it where it just sounds like someone is running an air conditioner in the background. Just this low hum. Now, these cryogenic chambers kind of just, they just kind of look like, I don't know, Duracell batteries. Yeah, that's probably what they were. Let's be real. Now, honestly, I don't understand why there's so much fog. I mean, are these frozen people smoking doobies? Like, I never got that. I mean, I guess it's cold. I guess it's like a cold room, but it's a lot of smoke. Like, come on. They're probably smoking doobies. It's 420 constantly with these cryonics motherfuckers.
That places a body in a frozen
now,
state
what is this suddenly fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre all of a sudden? The Star Wars opening crawl?
Thus far,
you know, it's fucked up because this movie starts with this kind of long-winded opening explaining cryonics with this narration, but the whole movie spends fucking forever explaining the cryonics process. Now, I wonder if this is a ripoff of John Carpenter's The Thing, or is this just a little coincidence? Just a little coincidental title card. I wonder. Oh, God. Oh, this is definitely a ripoff. Holy shit. It is just the exact fucking title card of The Thing, just with a different name. Oh, God. That is just... ugh. That's just sleazy. Oh, God. Alan Fudge is in this movie. Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh, and I think I missed some... super chat donations. Let me catch up on them. Sorry. Got a really generous super chat donation from King Lucifer, and Ryan J. Navarro joined the channel memberships. I appreciate that. All right, and I think I have one more that I need to address really quick. Tyler Rebick says, "So happy to be here again. It's great to have you here, sir. Hopefully the stream is running good for you guys, because, you know, I'm always a little paranoid." Oh, and thank you as well, Sean Deleppo. Here's a few bucks for an ice-cold, refreshing Fresca for you, Doc. Well, thank you, sir. I mean, that's the shitty thing is my local supermarket will only ever have, like, just a few cases of Fresca in stock and always get, like, you know, 2. I won't get greedy because you know, you got to share the love when it comes to Fresca. You can't just be like... being super greedy, but I do always get like two cases, and then when I go back, it's still like it takes a while for them to restock. It's so shitty. I probably shouldn't go through them so fast, but I need it. It's essential to me. It's essential to my existence. What the hell is going on here? Those are some really nice Uggs that dude is wearing. Holy shit. I like the tin foil Uggs. Really fashionable. Oh, just a security guard getting ready to read the Bible. Always good. Always good. Is this security guard Richard Nixon? Holy shit, I think it is. Wow, they actually got former President Richard Nixon. Damn. Hell yeah. Not bad. Man, he is really intently reading that indistinct book. Oh, thank you again, Mariah McClellan. Hey, Doc, hope this helps with the Fresca / jazz cigarette / basement flooding / moving out of Florida fund. Really appreciate it, sir. Really, really appreciate it. Now, I wonder if this was also ripped off from John Carpenter, this little opening. Yeah, it's like an opening in the movie with, like, a POV camera shot. I'm probably reading too much into it, but it's definitely a pastiche in that case. God, I'm still floored by the fucking rip-off of The Thing opening title. Oh, God. Honestly, this is such a drastic contrast where you're in this cold blue room, and then the other room is just like this yellow room, like hardcore yellow, like damn. And Tim6986 has a super chat. How you feel about the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown? Well, Goulash actually reviewed both of those movies, and they're both not good. The original and remake, they're not super great movies, but they have a cool name, and they are influential too. Not super great movies though. Not super. I mean, they did some interesting stuff with the remake, though, I have to admit. But the original movie, oh, God, I don't know what... he kills... Like, the killer kills somebody with I think a trombone. Like, a knife taped to a trombone, and he plays the trombone, and it stabs that person. And, like, it's just wacky. It's silly. It's supposed to be a realistic movie. Like... Jesse Grillo says, "Can we get a sign of life from the cat?" I'm nowhere near a cat. I'm outside. It's night. I mean, I guess cats are out, but nowhere near me right now. I guess meow, meow. Oh yes, the cat's perfectly fine right now. Man, honestly, they should just get better lighting if he needs to use a fucking flashlight to look into the adjoining room. Like, goddamn, just give this guy a little bit more of an energy bill to work with. Like, holy shit, it's not like these frozen bodies need to be in the dark, too. Like, Jesus Christ. Nicole18 has a super chat, thank you. First live stream for me, enjoying your content. Well, thank you. I'm really feeling the love after 100K. It really makes up for the fact that YouTube didn't show me the love by sending me that fucking silver play button.
Dead battery. How are the guests?
Like, why would this dude decide to sneak up on a security guard? Like, that's a shortcut to getting the life beaten out of you with a fucking nightstick or a flashlight.
See, the trick ain't freezing them.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys a little bit of a survey, a brief survey. How's my audio compared to the movie? I guess. The movie doesn't need to be loud, because you ideally want to hear me better, but hopefully you guys can hear me well, and the movie is slightly less well, but still okay well. I'm always a little paranoid. That's what you'll find out about me with streams. Oh, thank you, Bread Ranger. Really appreciate that super chat. Where do I sign up for the gig guarding chests of what I can only assume are frozen burritos? Good question. Honestly, those look like giant cans of Fresca now that I think about it. Okay, I need to figure out where this place is. That's honestly probably what's in there. The cryonics bullshit is just a front. You hear me 30% more. Okay, well, that sounds good. Audio is perfect. Okay, that's good. Ryan J. Navarro has a super chat. This is going to sound crazy, but sometimes I get the feeling you and Goulash are the same person. Absolutely not. I mean, okay, nothing's really happening in this movie, so I'm just going to show you right now. How can we be in two different places at once? Like, see? There you go. There's no way we can be the same person. He's right there, and I'm right here in the car. Like, come on. It's just that simple. So wait, does this guy also control the ignition codes to the nuclear warheads too? Holy shit. I didn't know security guards got a Batman phone. That's pretty, honestly, I need to be a security guard in that case. Holy shit, that sounds good. That sounds like a good perk. Get to just chat with Batman. That's what I assume Gordon used the Bat phone for. Because he had the Bat signal. So he must have just been using the phone to just be like, hey Batman, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing good. Oh, it's always great checking in on you. Okay, anyway. That's what I assume the Bat phone is mostly for. The Collector of Everything has a super chat. I'm corny. It won't let me send it with a H. I'm not sure what that means. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay, I get it. He's horny. Okay, gotcha. Never mind. Yuri Ferguen has a super chat. Congratulations on reaching 100K, Doc. Wow, I really appreciate the love. Holy shit. It's never a good sign when there's like an old lady by herself in a robe.
I'm sorry to wake you.
You know, you never want to associate old people going to sleep with your horror movie, especially so early. Oh, and there's Paul Sorvino, I think. I think, at least. I don't know. It's so insane. Paul Sorvino is in this movie, and he's still alive to this day. Can you make me a gift, Dry Bowser? Well, sure. You know, I might let you back in the Discord server. I'm sorry. Just gotta make sure to sort of... You know, just sort of read the room and make sure folks are kind of, you know, into discussing stuff, because, you know, you just discuss Mario stuff a little too often. But anyway, I love Paul Sorvino, too. Yeah, that is Paul Sorvino, isn't it? This is pre-Goodfellas, and he plays a priest in this movie, and I guess this is before he was famous, because, like, the fucked up thing is that he's still alive, which surprises me. He's like in his 80s. I would have thought he was older or dead by now. But yeah, this is pre-Goodfellas. I think it was before he became a little more famous. And like a lot of the DVDs of this movie, have like Paul Sorvino on the cover. It'll be like Wes Craven's Chiller, and it'll just have Paul Sorvino on the cover. Like, nothing scary or anything, just he's on the cover. Like, there's no graphic or anything, it's just Paul Sorvino. Just regular Paul Sorvino. It's really weird. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Darren. Draven Zander. Samula for Fresca. The first Wes Craven movie I ever saw was The People Under the Stairs. Well, that's lucky. I think the first one I ever saw was... No way, I think the first one I ever saw was Nightmare on Elm Street. Never mind, it's a pretty good one to start with, I think. Thanks for the stream, Doc, says Lo-Fi Samurai with a super chat. Thank you. And the Collector of Everything says, can you tell me how long I've been subscribed for? I know it's been for a time, and can I have a link to your Discord? Oh, well, sure. I'll try to figure out a way to distribute another link. It's always a little tough. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know how long you've been subscribed, honestly. I think this is the first stream you've shown up for, I think. So I can't say for certain. Sorry. Sorry I can't be more helpful. YouTube doesn't really say how long people have been subscribed. And Junie Post has a super chat. Old lady looks familiar. Who is she / that actress? I think if you're talking about the lady that Paul Sorvino was talking to, it's hard to say. I think she appeared in a lot of other directed, made-for-TV movies at the time. But I'm not sure her name, and I'm not sure what else she's been in. But I read the New York Times review of this movie from the 80s. apparently
We have no choice.
she and Paul Sorvino made a lot of appearances on made-for-TV movies back in the 80s. And thank you for the super chat, Wayne Butler.
Have the chance.
Really appreciate it.
Have to redo the transplant. We
Now,
need
this
a
was
liver.
during a time when, you know, studios, well, where the TV studios were really desperate for content. In a lot of ways, it's similar to the streaming services of today. They're desperate for content to fill out their catalogs, but in this case, they were desperate for content to fill out their, you know, schedules. They'd have like, you know, 15 plus hours to fill out. So they were desperate to have like these made-for-TV movies that could fill out 2-hour time slots, because, you know. And not just, like, it be, like, an older movie, because, like, it took a lot longer for movies in theaters to get to fucking TV back in the 80s. So, you know, people, like, executives were desperate. So, in a lot of ways, this movie feels like it is just meant to fill out time. It's filled with a lot of padding. In fact, the first half hour of this film, I'm going to warn you right now, the first half hour of this movie, it takes a half hour for them to finally revive this motherfucker. They spend a half hour just trying to revive him and explaining the process. It's insane. It's crazy. Just a lot of setup and not a lot of payoff, I must admit, but oh well. Tom Ferreira says, who would you consider to be your arch enemy? Thank you for the super chat. My arch enemy, I guess Goulash, that's safe to say. I mean, I'm always in the mood to find a new arch enemy, and hopefully I'll find one soon, but for now, I guess I just have to say Goulash. Hopefully I can find a more formidable foe, because I can easily take out Goulash, so, you know, I need a better arch enemy for sure. And John Jacobs says in super chat, congrats on 100K, been watching for 5 years. Great to have you that long. It's good to know that I always get a little afraid that I'll lose viewers, like, after a year. They're just, like, tired of my shit. I'm fucking sick of this dude. I'm fucking sick of this fucking Dr. Wolfula. God, they wrap these dudes in, what is that? They wrap them up like they're a fucking Tijuana Flats taco. Like, dude, what the fuck? Like an old burrito that you find in the refrigerator. I guess it tracks. I guess it tracks. Oh god, that is horrible Frost makeup. Oh god. It just looks like they got like this off-the-shelf vampire makeup kit and just spread it over his face. Like, he mostly looks like they look like they barely had any blue makeup to use. Like, it mostly looks like he's okay. He's like the same dude. Carmen Denny has a super chat. We've missed you, but where's the cat, Doc? I don't know. I don't know where the cat is, but he's right over there, off in the distance. Just minding his own business. Giving me my space, you know, socially distancing as intended, because he's not meant to interfere. God, you ever feel, you know, this is totally unrelated to the stream and the movie. Do you ever feel like you get, like, nostalgic for something you can't even remember? I'm, like, struggling, like, there's just been this sort of weird nostalgia towards something I can barely remember. I'm, like, struggling to remember it, like, for the last few... It started when the flood happened, where I suddenly remembered a fucking thing. And it's been slowly starting to remember it again, but I'm not... I don't know. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass when that happens. It's like, what the fuck was that? Matthew Morrison says, when did this movie come out? I know this might blow your mind, but this came out in the mid-80s. 1985, actually. God, Wes Craven really knew how to milk this. I feel like there was like I feel like there was probably like 30 pages of script here, and it was up to Wes Craven to expand this to 90 minutes to fill out the time slot. Oh, God. Jesse Grillo has a super chat again. Well, thank you, sir. This is toward the Making Nostalgia Critic Your Arch Enemy Fund. Oh, God. I think Nostalgia Critic is everybody's arch enemy. I think that's safe to say. I think it's a safe bet. God, after the stream, I'm gonna be spending like a couple of hours trying to remember that thing I've been trying to remember. Oh, God. It's been eating at me. Oh, well, thank you, Fat Fox. Congrats on 100K, Doc. Well, thank you for the super chat. Ah, God damn it. Yeah, it's just, I think there's like 10 minutes of this operation scene, and you don't even get to see the operating get done. It's like watching MASH, but there's no dialogue. There's no witty dialogue at all to entertain yourself with. You don't get to hear, like, banter between Hawkeye and Trapper John or BJ or whatever. No, it's just these doctors standing around this body in silence for the most part. And sometimes there'll be some camera movement. Well, actually, I do appreciate that they did bother to put a fucking scar across his chest. Oh my God. Dude, just... I feel so bad for Wes Craven. This is Wes Craven just sort of, just pretty much just trying to put some food on the table for his family, essentially. Like, ironically, this came out after Nightmare Before... I was about to say Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, God. You ever do that, though, sometimes where you'll start to say a similarly titled movie and it'll like lead into it where you're like Nightmare Before Christmas when you mean Nightmare on Elm Street? It happens. It happens, and I don't like it when it happens, but it happens. Oh, God. But yeah, this came out a year after Nightmare on Elm Street, and yeah, it's not the best follow-up. In the same way, Hills Have Eyes Part 2 was not the best follow-up. And greetings to you, Count Dracula. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it was not the best follow-up. This movie, followed by Nightmare on Elm Street. God, it was not the best career move, but it wasn't clear yet. But like, Wes Craven was still just going from job to job at the time. I guess it wasn't until, I think, Shocker, which also was not a very good movie, but I think Shocker was the studio, the movie where the studio was like, this guy is a pretty big talent in horror. Let's, like, give him a bit more money and a bit more marketing to make a movie. Like, and that's when he started to make a name for himself, at least. Edward Marlowe says, why do the riot police wake up so early to beat the crowds? Thank you for the super chat.
He's alive.
The Count Dracula show says they should totally remake Shocker. Well, that's the thing. I mean, somebody I spoke to recently said that in a lot of ways Shocker just felt like a remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street, but I think it was a case where Wes Craven basically wanted, you know, more creative control, because New Line had total control over Freddy, the future of Freddy. Even with the first movie, they had total control over the ending and everything. So with Shocker, Wes Craven was like, okay, I'm gonna try to make another Freddy, but this time I get to call the shots with the sequels and how the movie's done and everything. And then that movie just didn't do super well, like Nightmare on Elm Street, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. It would be interesting to see a Shocker remake, though, I suppose. Anytime I hear the name Shocker, though, I always think of the Spider-Man villain. God, that would be such a shitty standalone movie, a Shocker standalone movie. Just that Spider-Man villain. Oh, well, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, but God, they really fucked up Shocker in the MCU. I guess they shouldn't go... I mean, they fucked up virtually everything about Spider-Man in the MCU, but, you know, it's whatever. I guess they still haven't quite revived that dude. It's still, I think, yeah, I think it's like 10 or 15 minutes left before that dude starts actually getting up out of that fucking bed and doing stuff. God, this movie is a slow burn, which is ironic for a movie about the cold. You would think it would be a little, well, I guess there isn't like a slow chill? No, that doesn't make sense. They still weren't able to defrost that guy? They weren't able to get the fucking... It's like he's Mr. Freeze. He still has the frost all over him. You think it would fucking thaw out by now, but okay.
You see me? Yes, Marion, please.
Mad Dog McCree says, when does George Clooney turn up in the ER? You know, if George Clooney showed up, probably would have saved it, and I would have been a great prequel to Batman and Robin. Actually, I think this movie might have been intended to be the prequel to Batman and Robin, I think. I think this movie was supposed to set up Mr. Freeze properly. Because, you know, he just sort of shows up in the middle, like at the beginning of Batman and Robin. He doesn't really get, you know, they flash back to his origin, but, you know, I feel like he should have gotten a bit more of an origin story. Why does he say all the ice puns? Like, come on. Yeah, ice to meet you. Like, why does he fucking say that shit all the time? And thank you for the super chat, Carmen. You forgot to put someone on Jill Schoellen alert. Oh.
Then there is hope.
Oh, God. I think that's a reference to an actress. I'm familiar. I guess that was an actress early in the movie. God, I wish I was better at names. Oh, all I know is that Paul Sorvino is in this movie, and so is Michael Beck. And I don't know who Michael Beck is, honestly. Junie post with a super chat. Yes, called it. Mr. Freeze ripoff. Yeah, I think it's a say. Well, you know, it's sort of insane to think about, but it wasn't until Batman, the animated series, where Mr. Freeze kind of took off as a character, and that was like, I think, maybe 40 years into his history, which is so insane to me. Like, where they finally gave him a cool origin story and made him a better character than just, like, a dude that makes ice puns all the time, which, ironically, Batman and Robin kind of, you know, brought him back to. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Carson Marie. Really appreciate it. Okay, I think I'm going to start moving my head now. I think it's not as intensive on my fucking CPU as I might have feared, but if it starts to burn up my CPU, just the simple act of moving my head, I'm gonna turn off that again. Because having this YouTube page is enough to... God, YouTube is so intensive on the CPU. Damn. It's bad enough. Also moving my fucking head.
Cooper.
Moving your head during a stream is a shortcut to killing the frame rate of the stream. Anti-Satan Pro-Life with a super chat. You're hilarious. Well, thank you, Anti-Satan. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not so sure if I'm anti-Satan, but I appreciate the support. Stuart Davis says, doesn't look like Billy Zane is showing up. Unfortunately. But just so you know, he did participate in my Q&A, and I'm probably going to choose his question as one of the questions. Which, actually, that reminds me. If you haven't yet, tonight is the deadline to participate in the big 100,000 subscribers Q&A. So if you haven't done that yet, go to that announcement video and just post your question. And hopefully it is chosen, because anything after the 17th, I'm gonna probably ignore, unless the questions are really shitty. If the questions are super shitty, then yeah. If you posted a question after the 17th, I might choose it if I don't have a lot of great options before the 17th. Yeah. But also, just so you guys know, I'm also working on a 100,000 subscriber special review video. I didn't know I'd reach 100,000 subscribers so soon after making that announcement video, so it was kind of taken off guard, but yeah. And I guess in other channel news, I have started work on this Tuesday's Crypt Tuesday video, so that'll be ready by Tuesday. It'll be fun. It'll be covering the 3rd episode, because the 2nd episode is a Christmas special, and I want to save that till actual Christmas time, so gonna have to wait a little bit for that 2nd episode. But 3rd episode, but you know what they say, 3rd episode is the charm. Ryan J. Navarro, Coat, says, why didn't Bill Cosby ever play Mr. Freeze? As cold as a Jello pudding pop. Thank you for the super chat. Another super chat from Tyler Rebick during this key plot point when Michael Beck, the Chiller Man, is coming back to life. But Tyler Rebick says, which Universal sequel is best besides Bride? Well, Bride is definitely my go-to, but Daughter of Dracula has some lesbian shit in it, so I think that's a safe bet. Got some nice mid-30s lesbian shit. Always good. But yes, the Chiller Man has come back to life exactly 30 minutes into the movie. It took a while. Oh, God. You know you're in for a treat when the main antagonist spends the first third of the movie in a bed. You know you're in for a treat. God, it looks like he's just having a few not-so-great seizures so far, but God, I actually wonder, this is actually a decent effect. I kind of wonder how they did that. Like, that looks pretty cool. The rest of the effects in this movie look like shit, but him just sort of vibrating in his face and everything. I guess maybe Michael Beck can just do that. Never mind. It's probably not a special effect at all. Carson Marie has a super chat. Thank you, Carson. Again, I appreciate it. Oh, does he have track marks? Oh, wait, I guess those veins are something else. Never mind. It's like I'm looking at Bela Lugosi's arms. Well, I guess he's dead. It's whatever. It was a little weird how he died. God. Yeah. God, I guess he had put in the contacts before he got frozen. Yeah, really creepy. I guess he went to a Halloween costume shop or something.
Would you check the patient?
I guess that's what I would probably do if I was frozen for 10 years. I'd like just put on like a scary bit of makeup and just give them a little fright when they thaw me out. It's a little gag. I can understand it.
Yeah, they look alright to me.
Bread Ranger has a super chat. Now we know defrost time for a Chiller Man is 30 minutes. Well, it's more like 10 years, but thankfully they didn't spend 10 years, like, in real time. But it almost felt like it was real time. It almost felt like fucking 10 years. Oh, I did see that, John Jacobs. Welcome to the Patreon. You're an honorary Wolfulite now, and thank you for the extra support there. And also, thank you for the little super chat sticker, Carson. Cool. With a pair, too. A cool pair. Oh, well, I know why you chose that, Carson, because this is a Chiller stream. Honestly, if, like, a dude was, you know, frozen for 10 years and he sort of has this level of personality, I'd, like, question why they even bothered. Like, what was the point? What was the point of it? Like, it's not like he was all that cool or anything. Well, I guess he was cool, because he was frozen. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, wow, this movie had a decent budget to have that many fucking background extras. At least there's that. Yeah. I don't know, I think there might be something up going on there, and there's a little commercial break, because this was a fucking made-for-TV movie. No one remembers it. I don't even think Wes Craven remembered this movie. Hopefully this wasn't like the movie that Wes Craven... Okay, this is fucked up. I was gonna say, I'll just say it. Hopefully this wasn't the movie that Wes Craven was thinking of on his deathbed. Fucked up thing to say, I don't know. It was really sad. It took me off guard when Wes Craven passed away. Like, to the point where I was so overwhelmed with emotions that I made like a... I've never done this with anybody else passing away, but I made like a tribute video, and just so you know, the tribute video is not monetized. I don't think I ever pointed that out before, but it's not monetized, like, deliberately didn't monetize it. Just a day of, like, the announcement that he passed away, like, I was like, okay, I just gotta make something to recognize this, but a lot of other great horror directors have passed away, and great horror actors, but it never affected me that much where I was like, I need to make just this tasteful tribute video. I don't know. Like, Wes Craven was a big deal, and, like, not every Wes Craven movie was good. He directed some really shitty movies here and there, but his, overall output was pretty, like, just the iconic ones that he was responsible for, like, he just pretty fucking significant person in the realm of horror, like, probably one of the most significant. Like, Freddy Krueger is, like, just an immortal character, like, an immortal character of fiction in general, not even just, like, horror. And we got Wes Craven to, owe to that. And I guess I'm not going to be moving my head anymore, because I think it is starting to... God, I need to get a new computer soon, like, hopefully by the end of the year, because this computer I'm using is fine, but, like, for these streams, it really pushes it to the limit. Like, there's just so much shit going on in these streams at once, and I gotta make sure I don't let you guys know that I'm not using a projector, and I'm actually running this in a QuickTime video player.
Look who's here, Miles.
David Hill says, don't worry, you can monetize my death when you make my tribute video. Okay, well now I gotta make a tribute video for you, but at least I get to monetize it. At least there's that. Oh yeah, you know, when the dog barks, you know there's something going on there. You know they don't have a soul. You know there's like, they're pure evil and everything. Oh god, just the biggest cliche of it. Just, and then the dog barks. The dog barks at the seemingly normal dude. Thank you, Katie. New computer fun. Streams are the best. Well, thank you. Hopefully, God, I need to get a more powerful computer, just so I can do a bit more stuff in these streams for sure.
As for, yeah, plenty of prime ribs. Miles loves them.
Marion, no, please. I would love to, but I simply must not overdo it.
Well, at least this isn't like a Batman situation where the two people are sitting at opposite ends of a gigantic table. So, you know,
She's certainly grown into a lovely...
they're, well, I guess they probably couldn't have framed that very well. Like, okay, we can only have so many camera setups. Let's just make it easy on ourselves. Also, I guess it would be kind of shitty to have the actors shouting at each other.
You'll be fine for 5 more minutes.
God, she is such a clingy mother. Holy shit. Just let him chill out. Because he just got thawed out. But I guess that's not what he wants to do.
But now, what are your plans for him?
Plans for him?
Truthfully, that's why I asked you over.
Actually, I'm kind of wondering, like, how...
I want him...
I feel like the age doesn't really match up because there's been 10 years. And the dude that got thawed out is a full-grown dude. I think he's in his 30s. And this lady looks like she's in her 60s or late 50s.
It's his.
So,
we need new blood in the company.
Does that really match up well, like, age-wise? I guess... So, but, I mean, I guess she would have had to have put this guy in cryogenic stasis when... Okay, I don't know. I'm just trying my best. I need like a piece of paper and a pen to figure out what the ages would be like. I don't know, whatever. I'm just like wondering what her age was when he was frozen. Like, that's what I'm wondering, what her age probably would have been. I don't know.
Good night.
Okay, I'll stop.
I didn't want to disturb you.
I'll stop trying to use my
catching
brain
up to do.
during a stream. Okay, wait, I'm gonna get a piece of paper. Let's figure this out. Okay, so he's like in his 30s. He's like at least 30, I think. So, and she's at least 60. So, well, she'd be 50.
That's the plan.
So I guess, but but would she have the money? I guess they're a wealthy family. Never mind. It's whatever. I don't know why I was. I guess it's not that crazy. It's not like she's like in her 40s or 30s. I don't know what I was.
And what exactly
oh God.
Did you do there now? What is it? I've been looking out for the family's interests ever
God,
since.
he's calling out his father-in-law. Holy shit. I almost thought he had a smartphone in his hand.
But now I'm back.
Uh-oh. Looks like little Frozen boy's gonna be taking control of the business now. Okay. I hate the fact that this rich family has this mansion, but the exterior of the mansion just looks like some shitty apartment complex. Like, oh, just a pale yellow color. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. Well, so long, Kato Prime YouTube. It's great to have you here. Jesse Grillo says, crazy how similar this is to Nightmare on Elm Street. I guess there's some vague parallels, I suppose. Let me think. I mean, he was sleeping, I guess, but he was gone for a while, and then he came back like Freddy. Those are the only parallels I can think of at the moment. He's a cold killer though, and Freddy is like he's hot because he got burned. I don't know. They're polar opposites. Oh, polar opposites. I like that actually, because he's a cold guy. Okay, yeah. Irish Curse says, Doc, what's your favorite Billy Zane movie besides when he was wearing purple spandex? You weirdo. Okay, let me think. Honestly, I don't think I've seen. I guess Tales from the Crypt. That Tales from the Crypt movie he did. I believe it was Bordello of Blood, or maybe it was. What was the other one? He was in a Tales from the Crypt movie. I guess that's the safe thing to say. I think it was Bordello of Blood, or maybe it was. What was the other one called? Someone will tell me in the chat. I leave it to them. They'll tell me. But it probably won't matter, because he might not have been in that one. Oh, shit. Don't you just hate it when you're, like, sleeping and a dog sneaks up on you in your bed and tries to maul you to death? That guy was, like... Honestly, that's not, like, a sign that that dude is evil. I think that would just be a sign that that dog is a bit of a dick. And he was Demon Knight. Yes, Tom Wade. Demon Knight.
Morning,
I knew it was something
Morning,
night. Actually, who is this chick? I've seen this movie at least once. I guess maybe her. I guess the chiller dude's sister, or maybe even girlfriend. No, probably not girlfriend. I'm guessing sister or something. I don't know. They just focus so much attention on just, okay, well, he gets thawed out for like a half hour. So you're just like, okay, I apparently need to know this information.
You don't want to go in there, Miss Stacy.
What's wrong?
He's dead.
Uh-oh.
No.
Not the dog.
Some animal got to him.
Oh, it's a little bit like Michael Myers. It must have been a skunk. Oh well. I guess she'll still go to school, though. What the? School books cost a lot. I don't care how fucking rich you are, Missy. Just tossing them to the side. Holy shit. that's my silver play button right there. That's supposed to be mine, and they wrecked it. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god. Oh, I really wish I got that thing. Oh, well. I don't do it for the silver play buttons. But, you know, it would have been nice, though. Wow, her first instinct was checking the wastebasket for a ripped-up photograph of the dude with the dog. Okay. That's probably not what I would have done for it. Well, okay, I guess that was a broken frame, actually, I guess. I like how he broke the frame just to get to the picture, and then he tore the picture in half and then threw it in the garbage. He just tore it, like, he didn't, like, do one of those things where he tore it, or he, like, crumpled it up and, like, tore it up into little bits. No, he made sure it was still, like, you could sort of still piece it together super easy for a camera.
Waste. You could have worked out of my place.
Is that guy getting a little sexual harassment-y?
What's he like?
Yeah, it probably was, but it was the 80s.
Quiet.
It was okay to do that.
What do you mean, strange?
What was up with secretaries in the
and he
80s,
had me
though,
turn the
wearing
heat up
ascots?
twice.
I guess they got, like, their fashion advice from Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Mr. Creighton, they're here for the staff meeting.
All right. Did you tell maintenance to turn up the heat?
Yes, sir, I did.
It's still cold in here.
I'll call them again.
Wow, that guy is just Mr. Freeze.
You can
Damn.
go in now.
SATV says, Doctor, what should I do if I get a virus? Okay, well, if you get it,
So,
just stay home. I'm just going to be totally serious here. Just stay home. Just stay home. For sure. If it gets bad, go to a doctor, but otherwise, just stay home.
6%.
That's the honest advice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Not going to give you joke advice, because who knows, you might actually follow it. Oh, God.
This is very, very good.
And then it just gets worse.
Miles?
We're already not going to get Halloween. We're not getting that new Halloween movie this year, and we're just not getting the Halloween season in general. But I do have something fun planned for October. So I'm actually, once I finish the 100K Riff View special, I'm going to get started on October. I'm just going to use the Tuesday videos as filler, so I can just spend the rest of my free time just focusing on trying to make sure October is on schedule. Because, and I get like a good head start on it.
How can you justify
Yeah,
this?
God. Hopefully because I was able to get everything out on time in 2018 for once, but then 2019
And you are?
shit went down, unfortunately, and it was really bad.
But don't you agree
Some
that
really
we
bad,
also need
horrible
some sort of
personal shit happened in
serviceable
2019,
image?
but hopefully, I mean, 2020 is horrible,
is
so
full-blooded.
who knows, that might happen again. That might be like...
I disagree. Most of the large
2020 has not been a
corporations
great
have
year,
specific budgets for
in
charitable
general, I
works.
think.
Charity does not.
But hopefully, at least October is good. Hopefully, oh God, I really hope
Mr.
so.
Creighton, you've been gone a long time. We've put a lot of effort in this company. We've come up with a plan that
Carson
we feel is
Marie says,
pretty
did you know
successful.
Freddy Krueger did
Now,
drugs?
If you have something to add
I
to that, something
didn't
to
know,
improve
well,
upon that
no
plan,
way, I
am
did know that.
sure
He
we'd
had that
all
scene
like
where
to
he
hear it.
smoked weed in Freddy's Dead. So, well, wait, did he smoke weed? No, he just sort of... Breckenmeyer was the one who smoked weed. He didn't... Yeah, well, no, wait, he smoked weed in Freddy vs. Jason, though.
Efficiency.
So, yeah, okay, yeah, I knew that. I knew he smoked weed.
Whatever I find.
William Schaefer says, I lost half of my family in 2019? Oh my God, holy shit.
Intend to eliminate.
Well, I guess, in that case, 2020 is probably a little bit better in comparison. Tom Wade says, Corona October? I'm gonna try not to name it that, but thank you for the super chat. I actually got a really dumb idea for a name for the next October, but I'm not sure if I want to go with it. I've previously hinted at what the next October is gonna be, but I'll make some announcements later, probably in September or something. gonna try to make sure most of August... I'm gonna try to make sure all of August is just spent... All of August and September is just prep. Because, gotta make sure this one is good. And that, it's got a lot... and that it has a lot of shit going on.
I don't know what to do about it. Hold on.
Ryan J. Navarro Cote, or Cote, says,
Reason?
"Who's this Sid fella?"
Mr. Reason, are you all right?
I don't know. He just posts some videos here and then, but they're Scooby-Doo videos, so I let him slide. I don't really know where they're coming from. I guess maybe he owned the channel before or something. I don't know.
You?
I thought I hacked into this channel and changed the password, but I guess maybe I
There must be
didn't.
some mistake. Miles wouldn't have...
It's whatever, though.
Yes, of course,
Carlitos says, any news on more Tales from the Crypt episodes? Well, it's funny you said that, because, yes, next Tuesday there will be a new Tales from the Crypt episode review. So, you have that to look forward to. And then the week after next, Goulash will have another Goosebumps video. Well, thank you for the super chat, Toronto Freddy. Hey, Doc, I love you, you fucking weirdo. Well, thank you. That's more Goulash's thing, but I'll accept it. Thank you. There's nothing more cinematic than a dude sort of standing around in his office not answering a telephone. There's nothing more cinematic and diabolical. That guy is pure evil. He's just leaving that dude on the other line, just waiting for the phone to answer, but it never will. It never will. I love that. A Burrito says, ever heard of All American Massacre? I have indeed, and I have made a video about it.
I'm sure we can straighten it out.
The fucked up thing is, the director of All American Massacre, the unreleased Chop Top spin-off movie, he relaunched his website promoting All American Massacre and used the thumbnail art from my video about that movie. Like, unauthorized. He didn't ask for permission, but I don't really care, because I didn't draw that thumbnail art, so it's whatever. But, it's whatever now, but it was still a little strange.
For God's sake, let me keep my dignity.
Dignity?
Probably should have asked permission from somebody using it, but it's whatever. Toronto Freddy says, wow, a public domain Wes Craven flick. I'm not sure if it's public domain. I just think whoever owns this movie doesn't give a shit about it. So he's killing this guy by outrunning him on the stairs. There's probably cooler, better deaths for a character in a movie, but okay. He gets winded on the staircase. Ugh. It's sort of like that scene from I was gonna say Friday the 13th. It's like that scene from Final Fantasy VII. I was so disappointed that the Final Fantasy VII remake did not include this. Oh wait, maybe it did. I guess I just vaguely remember there being a stair scene.
Now where's your dignity?
In the remake.
Why are you doing this?
But I think maybe it was there actually.
I don't need
Oh
you.
yeah, well, they did have the stair scene, I think. I just think it wasn't as long as in the original game. What the? Well, that doesn't really seem like it was the chiller dude's fault. He didn't have to go up those stairs, like, damn. But okay. Not the coolest death, but maybe there's some hope later. And Ryan McClellan, thank you for the super chat. And thank you for the super chat as well, Ryan Jenkins. 2 Ryans. May not have been the best execution, but I love the concept of this movie. It has an interesting concept of a dude is frozen for 10 years, and he comes back without a soul because he technically, I guess, died or something. So he becomes all evil and stuff. It's a cool concept. It's just it shouldn't have been a made-for-TV movie, probably. There's only so much you can do with it.
My mother.
It's very limited.
It's
So
Bernie.
they kind of mostly have to just spend the time, you know, filling out the time. Spend the time
Miles,
filling
what
out
was
the
the
time.
matter?
Kind of redundant,
I
but
tried
whatever.
to reach you all day.
Whatever.
Where were you?
Busy.
Clarence called me.
Oh.
He said that you had fired him. Why?
Wait, didn't he kill Clarence? I could have sworn
We
that
owe
dude
him.
died. Ugh.
For what?
For past services.
Mother, he was paid.
I don't mean that. I'm talking about his loyalty, about his friendship.
Oh, whatever. Dude was old. He should have retired.
You tell me. What do you want me to do?
Like, come on. The dude
I
could
want you
barely
to
go up a
rehire
staircase.
I want you to tell him it was all a
Do
mistake.
you really want an employee like that who can't even go up a fucking
mean it?
staircase without, like, dying? Come on. No one wants
First
to
thing
do
tomorrow.
that. No one wants to hire
First thing
such weak employees. Like, come on. I bet that guy was just like that even before he became old. Like, he's just like, oh, God. I have to go up 3 flights of stairs. Oh, God, no. Like, even in the prime of his life.
Stacy.
I bet she's like, oh, God, I have to go up 2 flights of stairs? I'm gonna barely survive this.
It's just a little strange coming home and not having our dog here. We really miss him, don't we, Miles?
Oh, the dog was such a lovable character. It's so unfortunate that he passed away. Of natural causes, being killed by an ambiguous animal, I guess. Okay, well, I don't know what that did, but I'm glad we had that little shot of her putting down the blinds. Ooh. Ooh. Looks like we're gonna get some made-for-TV CBS late-night titillation. I can only imagine what that is like. Yeah, just so you guys know, I already know this movie does not have nudity just because it aired on CBS in the 80s. Like, come on. It's not even CBS in the 2020s or whatever. It's CBS in the 80s. We're not gonna see any... We're at least not gonna see any nipples. If you're hoping to see some nipples, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, folks. If you're watching this whole stream and just waiting to see an accidental nipple, it's not gonna happen. I guess maybe I could have like a nipple graphic pop up, but it's too late. I can't add that. I can't do it. It's just, it is what it is. Oh, I wonder if this is a ripoff of Psycho. Probably not. God. Just so you know, I can make fun of this movie's ripoffs and, you know, cliches because Wes Craven didn't write this movie. He just directed it. Some dude without even a Wikipedia article wrote the script of this movie. Like, Wes Craven just showed up, directed the movie, and earned a paycheck, just like with Hills Have Eyes Part 2. Like, just came in to earn that paycheck and hopefully make a much better horror movie later down the line. Sometimes you gotta do that.
I'm sorry, too.
Especially when you're a horror director in the 80s.
Yes? Send her in.
Dwight Kemper says, I remember seeing this back in first run on CBS. Well, damn. I'm sure it was more entertaining back in the day.
I just wanted
back
to
in the
tell you
80s.
how deeply
You
sorry
know,
I am about Mr.
just because,
Gleason.
again, networks were super desperate. So, and also
Yeah,
people were
sure.
probably super desperate
Very
for
interesting.
entertainment.
I'd like to read it and discuss it with you.
Just like watch this horror
All
movie
right.
where it's mostly just people, where it's like the first half hour is a dude getting thawed out, and the next half hour is a dude just sort of sitting around at his desk. But actually, something I just noticed, I looked in my OBS streaming software, and apparently I have dropped 0 frames for the whole 1 hour I've been streaming. I don't think that's ever happened before. My internet is much better now. Damn. Not a single drop frame. Oh, damn. Hell yeah. God, that blue dress just really... What is with the blue dresses in this movie? I think there's just...
Sorry, I'm late.
I think the mom wore that same blue dress earlier in the film. I think they really had a limited wardrobe.
What do you have?
But then again, maybe this...
I don't know. What do you have?
Maybe Michael Beck's chiller dude character is like trying to date somebody like his mother who even dresses in the same kind of clothes. Oh, God.
I read your report. Pretty good, aren't you?
She doesn't have a pearl necklace, though, but much like Bill Clinton, I'm sure he'll take care of it.
I'm about to make some changes.
Oh, God.
Fill in the recent vacancy.
Gonna give her a little bit of a moniker. God.
You involved, Miss Kenyon?
It's the same color dress, too.
No, I'm not. Why?
I'm looking for someone who can work outside the office.
Ooh.
Flexible hours, that sort of thing.
A little bit of
What
a
exactly will this job
frozen, a little bit of a frozen mistress.
It's a new position. It answers
Ryan J.
only to
Navarro
me.
Coat says,
And
no
the pay is
soul,
quite
so
handsome.
every coke-snorting rich businessman from the 80s. Yeah,
position
you know, this is...
will
It would have been a little bit more,
options?
you know, if he was
Choice
not a
of cars.
businessman, it would
Whatever you want.
have made
Better
a little
office.
bit more of a difference for... Like, this just seems like a
see.
regular businessman.
Well, Mr.
Doesn't really
Craven,
stand out. If he was like,
Miles, I
you know,
certainly like to
a
discuss it
dude
with you
running a
further.
charity or something, like, sure. Him acting all evil would have been, kind of neat, but, you know,
Don't play Miss Indignant.
businessmen are already cold,
You sound
soulless
just like the
people, so
rest.
I don't know.
It's only your price we haven't established.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you what you can do with your
Caitlin
job.
says, Bill Clinton. Yes,
made
that's the
17.
reference I was going for. Jesse Grillo says he's trying to pull a Jack Frost. Now, that was actually a better execution of this idea. Much more dynamic. Not quite the exact same thing, but, you know, they're both frozen killers. So,
Do you even like me?
it's close enough.
What's that got to do with it?
Ooh.
You win.
That's what it's all about.
This is honestly my ideal date. Like, just, you take her home and you just watch TV. And you don't make eye contact. That's a good date,
Business is
you know?
cold-blooded.
This goes beyond business. This is pleasure.
I wonder what's gonna go down here. You know what they say, cold hands, warm heart. Wow, he actually smiled.
Pleasure doesn't
Yeah.
have to be cold-blooded.
No, she's got you there. Uh-oh. Give her a bit of a strong handshake. That's how you gotta start every relationship, just asserting your dominance with just the strongest handshake possible. Like, really crush their hand.
I don't understand this.
So wait, is this Paul Sorvino's wife in this movie, or... I don't know. The Retro Renegade 96 has a super chat. Hey Doc, man, blue dresses sure are a thing.
I'm
I
Reverend
agree.
Benny.
They
I'm
really
here on
stand
behalf
out.
of the West Side Fellowship Church.
Thank you for the
We
super
have
chat.
Received this
Wilderness
pledge card.
Style says, if this was
And if there's
HBO,
been some
there'd be
mistake.
boobs galore. I feel like boobs galore might have been a James
been
Bond
canceled.
character.
There's no mistake.
I don't understand.
Now, something I need to let you
Family
guys
has always
know
been
is
so
that
generous.
I think a
We've
lot
come
of
to
the
rely heavily
official
on the gift to run
releases
the
of this
church.
movie
I'm
have
sorry, Reverend. The company's
much
changed its
worse
policy.
video
All
and audio
donations
quality.
are
I don't think there's any like good
Is this the family's decision?
good versions of this movie out.
Miles Craven.
Unfortunately, which, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think the version I'm watching is actually recorded live the night it aired in 1985, and it's like the best quality that I saw, which is unfortunate. I could have been watching a much worse version of this movie. Oh, God. I got a new chair.
I wish there was
slightly... I guess I wasn't expecting it to creak like the old chair. I'm going to try to... I need to move my position, but... Oh, God. It's making the creaking noise. Oh, God. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Mondo Company Limited. Hey, Doc. Congrats on 100,000 subs. I listened to the Halloween Scream Factory audiobook and laughed where you were cracking up during the sexy parts. Would you or Goulash read some cheesy horror erotica for shits and giggles? I don't know about erotica, but I'll possibly have some more readings in the future. Like, Goulash reads, like, Goosebumps books as a bonus on the Patreon. But I am interested in covering more of those Halloween books, so I guess I'll ask if somebody has the second book lying around.
Felix.
Because, yeah, those books are hard to come by. Oh, and thank you for the super chat as well, Katie.
You know about this?
Ow, my using hand. Looks like she was dealt a shady hand. A third hand joke.
There must be some mistake.
Well, looks like he had the upper hand. Wait, did she make that joke? Let me see. No, she didn't. Okay, good.
No, why?
They're all terrified.
Yeah, when I'm, like, walking around my own property, I like to carry just a basket of flowers.
Miles? That's ridiculous.
It's always fun.
You know what he's like.
I know what he was like. He's not the same.
Felix, it's been 10 years. It's a new
Paul
world. He has
Servino,
to
how do you
adjust.
know that? I mean,
Do you know that he fired
it has been
Clarence
10
Mason?
years. Like, give the dude a break.
That was a mistake.
There's a young woman in his office who has been beaten up. That is no mistake.
Oh, shit.
Gee,
Looks
say
like
it
Miles
wasn't.
might
No,
be,
she hasn't admitted it.
Well, then you have no
might be the
proof.
next Harvey Weinstein or something.
Mary.
Oh, God, no.
She is scared to death. Open your eyes.
Felix, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to discredit him?
I am not trying to discredit him. I'm trying to get you to see what is going on here.
What is going on, Paul Servino?
That's
You're barely
what-
around in this movie. Like, it's not like you've been observing any of this shit going on.
You can't believe that.
It's like
I'm
he is
concerned
God
about
and
you.
he's just aware
I'm
of
concerned
all
about
this
Stacy.
shit going on.
There is something wrong with Miles.
There is nothing wrong with him.
It would actually be, you know, I feel like the thing that this movie is missing, a very
Everyone
obvious
has been
thing,
amazed at his recovery.
and it would have filled out
First
the
I was
earlier
concerned.
segments of
Now
the
I am
film,
frightened.
is us getting to see what Miles was
my
like
husband.
before he got
my
frozen,
son.
because we don't know what he was like.
Everything
Like,
I loved was taken from me.
we only
You've
get
never
to
been a
see him
parent, Felix.
evil,
You don't know
so
how
it's such a
terrible it is
huge major
outlive your
flaw with
children.
this movie is
But
the
you
fact
have
that we
Stacy
don't know
here and now.
what happened to this dude. Like, what's the difference?
He's my own flesh and
As far as we
blood.
know,
I
he's
brought
just
him back.
evil.
I
Like,
gave him life a second
kind of,
time.
we're stuck having to, like, take their word for it that he's different. But then again, if he had changed, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna freeze him again? Like, come on. What are they gonna do? He's like the head of a super successful, ambiguous business. Like, come on. What are they gonna do? Yeah, Olron1 says he was just as much of an asshole before. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, honestly. I think they're just misremembering him. I think he was exactly the same.
I said, Jim. Well, what's the matter?
I guess this is just Paul
I won more
Servino's
games off
grandma.
you tonight than I have for a whole year. Ooh.
Maybe he has a Principal Skinner sort of situation.
Can I help?
God, this is some good Fresca. I need to drink some more
When a
Fresca
man
during
dies,
this stream. My
what
voice
happens to
is
his
getting
soul?
worn down. This is why I don't have as many longer
that's the
streams, because
Oh, I wish you would.
yeah,
work
the
on
voice
this
just
so
gets
we would
super
play
worn
games.
down. Yeah.
Sorry.
God, there's like 20 minutes left of this movie, and we're seeing Paul Sorvino and his mom play gin rummy. Super exciting stuff. So far, the only evil shit that Michael Beck has done in this movie so far is he killed a dog, he killed that one old man, and he, off camera, apparently beat the shit out of that intern or fucking whatever, that executive at his company. He did that.
But it's an act of faith.
Evil stuff, but not that big of a deal. I guess he did peep on his sister or whatever that one chick is. Whoever that one chick is to him, I don't know. I guess that's kind of bad. Those are bad stuff, but it's not, let's make a movie about this shit. Like, it's not the craziest shit that could happen after somebody comes out of cryogenic stasis for 10 years. Like, come on.
We believe that
and thank you for the super chat donation, Wolf Artist. Really appreciate it.
To heaven, to some hereafter.
Kara Kamikaze says, not feeling many chills from this, huh? Unfortunately, they picked a poor title for this movie. It seems like they only picked it for the pun aspect. But it's not really that chilling.
That, in fact, he was buried for 10 years. And after that time, somehow was reanimated, brought back to life. If the body and the mind functioned, then he would technically be alive.
Okay. Paul Sorvino, you're just describing the first half hour of the movie. We saw it. Ugh.
Or would it remain on the other side?
I guess it would. I guess it wouldn't just come back. I guess souls aren't like, they don't spend time in the afterlife and then they're like, oh, it looks like I got revived. I guess I'm gonna go back.
I never
It's been really great, like hanging out with Sammy Davis Jr. and a bunch of other dead people, but I guess Sammy Davis Jr. was still alive in the 80s, I think. I don't know. I don't know why that was the first dude I thought of. Actually, is Sammy Davis Jr. even dead? Like, maybe he's another celebrity that I think is dead, who turns out to actually be alive. Let me check real quick. I'm sure someone in the chat is going to tell me. Yeah, he died in 1990, so he was alive in the 80s. Okay, there we go.
Where are you going?
Glad I checked for myself instead of waiting. I'm not gonna wait. Oh no, a full moon. Now he's gonna become a snow werewolf or something. I don't know. He died in the late 90s. No Endless Noise. He died in 1990. You're wrong there. Carlito says, hey Doc, how long does it take to make a video? It depends. The longer videos can take like I feel like I can deliver a 15-minute video probably in the space of like 5 days or maybe even less. It kind of depends, honestly, how much editing is involved, like how edit heavy, like it's difficult to say. I'm trying to get to a place where I have it down more to a science where I can deliver the videos on a much more regular schedule, but for now the Tuesday videos would just be trying to train myself to do that, because the Tuesday videos I can make in the span of a day, and those are usually 5-minute videos. I did really crunch hard on the first Tales from the Crypt video review because I made that in a day. And that was longer than 5 minutes. That was a 12-minute video, I think, and it was hard to deliver on time, but I managed to do it. But that was difficult to. That was a lot of crunch time, just a lot. Oh God, that was not a great day. Like just sitting at a desk for I think 12 hours straight to deliver that video. It's a great way to get your ass numb. Making YouTube videos, it's a great way to get your ass numb. Oh God. Probably sounds really weird out of context. I'm sure someone jumped in at Get Your Ass Numb into this stream and it's like, what the fuck? Oh no.
Reverend Penny. It's been a long time.
Actually, I wonder if this is the the park where they where they shot the Unsolved Mysteries intros and outros. Just you see in the background, you fucking see
I recognize the face.
Robert Stack just like wandering around, just talking to a camera.
Of course I am. Ask Mary.
Oh, I missed some super chats. Let me catch up on them. Sorry. The Retro Renegade 96 had a super chat. I'd always wondered how hard it is to keep voices going for extended periods. I've wanted to try to doing characters in streams, but it's intimidating. It's not that hard. I mean, I'm not doing a voice. This is just how I talk. And so, if you want to hear me doing a voice, okay, I'm going to try my best, like, I guess, regular dude voice. Let me do a little... Hey, everybody. I'm just a regular dude watching Chiller. Oh, God. Now, that's a voice that's really hard to do. Thank you for the super chat, too, KDB. Appreciate it.
You die, and there's simply darkness.
That can't be.
God,
no
if
I
really
no halos,
want Paul
no
Sorvino's glasses. Like, he's got those reading glasses that look like aviators. It's a cool look. I mean, I guess it's the kind of look that
why would I lie?
old dudes sort of go with, but it kind of looks good. I guess maybe when I'm
now you know.
A little more over the hill, I'll pop out a lens.
I don't care to ever see you again. Not at my house. Not with my mother. Not with any of us. Do you understand me?
Probably shouldn't have gone visiting the killer snowman dude, you know, at night by yourself. It probably wasn't the best idea. Paul, I don't know what you're thinking there. Oh, did I miss another one? Oh, wait, okay, I think I missed a couple of super chats. Let me see. Well, no, I did address Wolfula's super chat, but she didn't ask a question unless I missed, like, a question later. But I did thank her. I'll thank her again. Thank you, Wolfula. Oh, God. Not Paul. Oh, no, he can barely... He's another one of those motherfuckers who can barely go up a staircase. You can't do this to him. He's not gonna survive this. Probably shouldn't have gotten near that car. Oh, God, no. Honestly, if I was going to road haul anyone, though, I would probably want to go with Paul Sorvino. I feel like that would be like a satisfying sort of road hauling. I'm honestly surprised that he didn't, like, get stuck on for longer. Uh-oh. And Toronto Freddy, it is BS that I didn't receive my play button. Thank you for the super chat. We're not gonna get to see it. It's whatever. Yeah, they just... Wes Craven, you're such a tease when you have a TV budget and also TV standards and practices breathing down your neck. Oh, God damn it. I really wanted to see a crushed up Paul Sorvino.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
Honestly, it would be kind of cool if they did make a Chiller 2 and Paul Sorvino returns. Though I guess he died, so I don't know. I guess he can't come back. What
happened to us? We don't know.
No, wait, oh, he survived that? Oh, God.
Is he gonna be over? It's too early.
That's a little questionable, but okay, I guess...
You're going to have to leave now. Oh, please.
I guess Michael Beck's character is really bad at running people over.
Right.
Michael Beck is still alive.
Right.
Oh my God, that's actually... I looked up Michael Beck, and he's 10 years younger than Paul Sorvino. God.
How did it happen?
He's 71? Damn.
Oh.
So it would just look like they were both old guys if they made a Chiller 2 for some reason.
Right. I understand what happened.
Chiller 2, even less stuff happens. That's what I would want to see. Carmen Denny says, I'm going to need you to be Cosby now, pretty please. Okay, let me see if I can... Oh, look, Bill Cosby is here. Oh, zip, zap, zoop. I like the pudding pop. Zip, zap. I cryogenically froze this pudding pop here for 10 years, you see. Well, the hippin' and the hoppin' and the zippin' and the zoppin'. They don't know what the jazz is all about, you see. Yeah, there you go. Pudding pop. Yep, zip, zop.
Excuse me, Mrs. Craven. We're still trying to
okay,
piece this together. Did he say anything?
Okay, Wolf Artist. Oh, another super chat. Okay, I didn't ask a question the first time. I'm just happy that I have the money to give you for a change. Well, thank you, Wolf Artist. Really appreciate it. Jared Jam says Bill Cosby and Clinton mentioned in the same video. Stranger things have happened. Noam Chomsky says, now do the dance? I don't know if I can do the dance. Unfortunately. Well, let me see. I can move my head back and forth a little bit. That's pretty much it, though. I'm much like the old motherfuckers in this movie. I can barely go up a staircase. So don't expect me to dance for you. Ryan J. Navarro Coat says, speaking of no souls, Bill Cosby. I feel like if you cryogenically froze Bill Cosby, he would actually get a soul. He'd be like, oh, zip, zap, that wasn't the right, it wasn't the right thing to do. Zip, zap, slipping a little Mickey in those women's drinks. It wasn't a great idea. Zip, zap, zip. Oh, God. Carlitos, thank you for the super chat donation. Oh, God.
Marion?
Ray says, Chiller 2, Puddin' Pop. That would be a great, like, I think that'd be worth it to get Bill Cosby out of prison just to shoot Chiller 2. Just to find out, like, what happens. What would happen if someone without a soul to begin with gets frozen? What the fuck? She was outside just in a fucking one piece? Okay.
Miles.
This is the kinkiest Harry Potter porn parody I've ever seen. That fucking... That fucking... This is like Doctor Who right here. This is the Doctor Who I want to see, where Doctor Who is wearing a one piece and
I gave them the night off.
Did Marion say
why am
when
I
she would be
blanking?
back?
No.
I hate it when I blank on words. It's so shitty when I'm in the middle of a stream and I blank on a word. It's horrible.
Go upstairs and get cleaned up.
It's horrible.
Are you frightened of me, Stacy?
No.
Good. There's no reason. Here, come on, sit down.
Jared Jam says Doctor Who has my initials. Yes, and I hate it. Scarf. Oh, why did I blank on Scarf? Oh, God. That's what happens when I'm late night streaming. And I'm, like, on the fly. Like, I'll just forget really easy words. Like, it's insane. It's, like, just bad. It's bad. I feel like streaming does damage your brain. I think that's safe to say.
It'll warm you
I don't
up.
think it has a positive effect on your brain.
I'm warm enough.
Suit yourself.
Man, he sure does drink a lot of grape juice in this movie. Honestly, if that guy is cold all the time, why doesn't he drink, like, coffee or something a little warmer? It's always, like, just wine or something. Like, come on.
Please.
Jared Jam says, I have the initials of Justin Bieber.
You're afraid of me, aren't you?
Okay, well, that's worse, I guess, than Doctor Who.
Why?
Jason Bros says, you did Clown House
You're
Justice.
different.
Great riff. Well, thank you.
See, I'm not different.
This year,
Yes,
I've
you
kind of just had a... I've kind of just had a fuck it mentality where, like, movies I previously was just like, I'm probably never gonna cover, just because it's too controversial. I was just like, you know, whatever, just do it. Just take a chance. I was expecting to get in trouble for the Cannibal Holocaust review, for instance, but no, I didn't. I didn't get in trouble with the Clown House review. Like, you know, it's...
What are you looking at?
Whatever. And by get in trouble, I mean get in trouble with YouTube, where they...
I don't know.
Get... Because I was honestly expecting to get, like, automatically, like, moderated by YouTube for having a video with Holocaust in the title. Like, that raises some serious red flags there. Man, I didn't get in trouble, at least.
I didn't want to believe it, Miles, but now this. I've got to do something.
What is she gonna do? She had, like, how long has this movie been going? She's had, like, 80 minutes to do something. 80 minutes of screen time.
We'll be looking for you.
Police? Why?
Felix Penny.
He's dead.
No.
Oh, he didn't even successfully kill
That's why I was
anybody in this movie? Oh, God.
He's there. And so are the police.
Well, okay, I think that was Paul Sorvino's character that survived, but I think he at least successfully killed that one old dude who couldn't go up a flight of stairs.
No.
My Video Maker 100 says, "How would you like a remake of Clown House?" I don't need it
see for myself.
personally. If you want that, go ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if Francis Ford Coppola is like, go ahead, Victor, give us another Clown House movie. I mean, he definitely said that with like 2 fucking Jeepers Creepers movies. Like 2 sequels, I mean. God, you gotta be really... Okay, I don't want to get into it. David Hill has a super chat. Please make Goulash review The Tale of the Dead Man's Float. It was a great episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark. Possibly in the future we'll cover Are You Afraid of the Dark, but try to figure out a way to cover more just random episodes of anthology shows. I think it's possible we could have Are You's Days. Oh yeah, something I want to talk about. I wanted to make a video about, but someone contacted me on Twitter, and they sent me a script that Victor Salva wrote for a Jeepers Creepers prequel TV series. It's an actual real script. I can't go into any details about it because they asked me not to talk about like what happens, so I guess I can't talk about details about it. But it was written in like 2015. And I'm glad it didn't get made, but I would love to make a video about like what happens in the script and stuff, but they said I couldn't do it. But yeah, and also I'm afraid maybe I might get sued by Victor Salva. Like, I wouldn't be leaking the script; I'd just be saying what happened in it. But I don't know. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to just like be like, hey, this is what he would have done, you know, if he actually didn't molest those kids and was allowed to make a TV show. Well, I guess maybe he only molested one kid, but that we know of at least. Oh, God. Oh, no. Well, that's the most anticlimactic defeat of a villain ever. Just lock him up. It's sort of like if Wendy in The Shining just successfully locked up Jack. Like, and that was it. He wasn't allowed out at all. Like, it's whatever. But I do gotta say, I read that script, and it's fucking weird. It's a fucking weird script, and not in a good way. Like, it's fucking weird. It's a fucking weird pilot for a Jeepers Creepers show. Like, just, and very cliched. Like, damn.
Marin, I was so scared.
And lots of I know for a fact it's real, and the cat just meowed at me. I know for a fact that it's real, but also he's not a good writer. Like, it has a lot of typos, like really obvious typos too. It's probably why it didn't get picked up, and not for the obvious reason.
I love you so much.
Oh, Alexa, stop it.
I love you more than
Oh, my digital assistant.
There are the police. Stay here.
Jared Jam says, I read The Shinning this year. The Shinning is the Simpsons parody. Ryan J. Navarro-Coe had the same idea there. Nicole18 says, your cat loves you, Doc. I hope so.
There in the freezer.
I wish I could show you the script as well, U.J. Evans.
A gapping hook.
You'd be disappointed by it if you are a fan of Jeepers Creepers. That's what I'd say. Because it's one of those, it's definitely, based on reading it, it's intended to be one of those prequel shows, like Smallville, where they don't show you the cool thing that you like until the end, and I'm sure it's probably like barely shown, it would probably be barely shown at the series finale, where it's just slowly setting it up, where it's like, you know, Smallville doesn't give you Superman, it gives you Clark Kent, like, with this Jeepers Creepers prequel show that was never made. You're not going to get to see the Creeper until, like, probably the last episode, but, you know, that's just because the Creeper is definitely not in that pilot. It has, like, a different entity, and I think it's so cliche. I don't want to get too many details, but it's a very cliched premise. Ironic. He was frozen. It's cyclical. I honestly thought he was going to get, like, burned to death, though. That would be a little bit more ironic. I mean, that's how you kill a frozen guy. See? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can't kill a frozen guy by freezing him. It's just not how it works. I don't know what they were thinking with that. Like, come on, it's so obvious. Now this, I wish he was like this the whole movie. Just a frozen guy with a hook. Like, that'd be fucking cool. But no. Oh, God. Just when the movie was starting to go into a direction that was interesting, it's like, we're nearly 90 minutes into the movie. Ugh. So horrible. Well, that's a late-stage abortion if I ever saw one. Oh, Jaden Dover says, hey Doc, I was wondering if you were ever going to review the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo Cartoon Network original films. I've thought about it, and probably someday soon. I've been planning on doing it for years, but just haven't gotten around to it. I watched the first one in my Discord server with people, and it was not super bad. It was at least entertaining, but not a really bad movie overall, though, for sure. But at least entertaining to a certain degree. Really strange choices, though, as well. And also just really bad CGI and just a lot of bad stuff.
It's great.
It looks like they're going to have to freeze Paul Sorvino.
Is he going to make it?
Well, Toronto Freddy, yeah, I guess Wes Craven definitely predicted his, predicted Scream there, where there was that fake out where you think he's dead, but he comes back.
The rest is up to him.
There must be something that we can do.
It's so crazy thinking that this movie came out 10 years before Scream.
We're just not there yet.
And it's so crazy. This doesn't feel like a Wes Craven movie at all. Like, it's so weird. But I think it... You know, I guess it's just a Wes Craven phoning it in kind of situation. Because, you know, it's sort of that same situation with Hills Have Eyes Part 2. Just, you know, just phoning it in. Just trying to get a paycheck. You know, it's just sometimes you got to do that.
Yes.
This is so generic. This is such a generic movie. They shall see tomorrow. It'd be sort of shitty if you spent, like, millions just to see tomorrow. I hope they're just meaning that figuratively. Uh-oh. Looks like in the sequel, maybe they're gonna unleash an army of evil frozen dudes. The sequel that never came out. Or maybe I'm being way too creative for this movie's standards. I don't even think they're setting that up. That would be a cool concept for a sequel if they did one, but maybe they are setting that up. Oh, looks like maybe they are, but we don't get to see that sequel. Oh well. This is me, like, popping the top off of every can of Fresca as soon as I get it. Huh. Okay, well, alright, lots of fog. God, they're smoking so much reefer in those chambers, damn. You know, well, I think Richard Coburt's did a decent job as executive producer, at least. Oh, Jill Schoelin, okay. Okay, so yeah, she was an actress in this movie. Okay, well, now I know. And also, Wes Craven's former wife, Mimi Craven. Oh my God.
How to keep your car safe.
Okay. Yeah, that's how you know that this was recorded the night of release of this movie, with when you hear the voiceover playing. Okay, enough credits. Let's move to the car. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining me. But yeah, Wes Craven's former wife, but I guess all of his wives, any wives he had, are now former since he's passed away. Mimi Craven was in this movie as, like, a nurse, and I think she played a nurse also in Nightmare on Elm Street. So just a little bit of extra trivia at the end. That's, like, the only bit of trivia that IMDb has on this movie. Not a lot of people give a shit about this movie, and for good reason. It's not super terrible, it's just uneventful. It's really boring. I remember I found this movie chiller, like, as a digipack at Walmart for $1. So it kind of shows that just nobody really gives a shit about this movie. Like, and this was like mid-2000s, so yeah, it's just a bad movie. Like, just a bad movie just because not a lot happens. Hopefully my commentary and just chatting and chilling out with you guys has been enough, and my two cats are, like, arguing right now, so that's not good. But, okay, anyway, I'm gonna be heading out now, but before I go, I just want to give a little... I'm getting really fucking hardcore nostalgic right now. I hate that. Like, I'm just trying to remember something I can't remember. It's so bad. But before I go, I just want to give a little plug for my social media. Follow me at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dr. Wolfula. And also support me on Patreon if you can, or channel memberships at patreon.com/drwolfula. You'll get all kinds of little bonus content, like my bonus movie night stream of Terror Vision on Sunday night. So consider it. I definitely would appreciate it. So yeah, consider becoming a patron or a channel member today. It definitely helped the channel out, and you also get some bonus stuff, including very special thanks credits if you're a true Wolfulite supporter on there. So I'd like to thank all these folks for their support. It is greatly appreciated. I would be nowhere without their generous help, so especially during these trying times, especially during that flood. So I really appreciate all of their help, and all of my Patreon supporter and channel members' help in general, and also all the people who give me give me super chat donations during streams. Like, all of that help is really appreciated. And it also helps pay off that fucking Friday the 13th box set I just got. Oh god, but I'm looking forward to reviewing and unboxing that in October. That'll be fun. A little fun bonus October thing made possible just by you guys being so helpful to me. But anyway, I'm gonna be heading out. I've been your host, Dr. Wolfula. Bye, everybody. I love you. Thank you for getting me to 100,000 subscribers and watching this stream tonight. See you later.